Alright, so let's turn this off. I decided to do a video blog over typing, and hopefully this whole thing will post. I've never done this before, but I was hoping that this way I could kind of explain a little bit better in my own words about everything that's going on. It's a lot to type, and it's just a lot. So I figured this might be a little bit better of a way to kind of convey the emotion and everything of what's been really happening. So I guess from the last blog entry, it pretty much just ended with us about to move out here to Hawaii. Not really making too many decisions on what our next step is because we didn't really know much. We just knew that we still wanted to try as soon as we got out here. So we came out here and I got a referral from my primary care doctor to go see a infertility specialist at the medical center facility that's here. And basically they said that they needed to start all over again. So I had the same blood work done. I had the HSG done again. At first, my blood work came back a little funny. My progesterone level was low. So they were concerned about that, which maybe could have been why I miscarried in the first place, if that was a issue that I was having, because that would prevent the lining of my uterus from getting thick enough to have a successful pregnancy. So once we got that blood work done, we had to wait until the next month to go take more blood work because everything has to be done on a certain cycle day. So we got that blood work back and everything came back fine and normal, and it showed that I had ovulated that month. This is now, we're talking like that, just a few months ago in November. And we got here in April. So this was a few months later. We had to wait cycle after cycle to get the blood work done on different days. Finally got all of that done. And so in December, we were ready and everything came back normal. Nick got tested again and everything was fine with him. So the doctor just told us, you have unexplained infertility. There's no rhyme or reason why it's happening. You're just one of the lucky ones, I guess. So we did one round of Clomid last month in December, and we had the option to try to do IUI with that as well, which is where they would take Nick's semen and go get it washed and everything, and then they would insert that into me during ovulation. But with the holidays and everything, it was kind of a time game. We weren't sure what day everything was going to land on, so it just seemed better for last month for us just to try one round of Clomid with the timed intercourse to see if that would work. It didn't, so I got my monthly reminder around New Year's, and I was devastated. It seemed like everything was going right for so long, and then all of a sudden it was like back to square one and we're just starting all over, and my body didn't really react to the Clomid that well in terms of like the side effects. I did ovulate on it, which was great. There are several women out there that don't get the or won't ovulate when they're taking Clomid, so I was really glad that turn this down, that I did ovulate. I had a few really good follicles, so I'm glad that that happened and I had a good reaction to it. However, I had extremely bad hot flashes, felt like my skin was melting off my face, mood swings, splitting headaches. I was exhausted. And these are some of the side effects that happened immediately, and some of them even lasted on a couple weeks afterwards. I would say almost until my period, I was just constantly fighting with the headache and the back and forth of everything. So this month, we decided to do Clomid again, since I did ovulate on it last month. So we started taking the Clomid cycle day 5 through 9, and they increased my dosage because I was unsuccessful last time. Last month I ovulated on day 17, and today is cycle day 14. I just had a doctor's appointment this morning, and It was just for an ultrasound, just to see if I ovulated, so that they could measure the follicles, because you want your follicle to be between the size of 18 and 20, 22. So I had one on my right side that was at 18 and two that were at 13. So the doctor gave me a trigger shot to give myself tomorrow morning that will trigger the ovulation of my follicles. It takes about 36 hours for the medicine to work and for me to ovulate. So they're hoping that those two smaller 13 size follicles will grow a little bit and increase my chances with those two of releasing and hopefully conceiving that way. So I'll do the trigger shot tomorrow morning, and then on Wednesday morning we will go and Nick will give a sample and we'll have it washed, and then a few hours later we take it back up to the hospital and they put it in. Kind of turkey baster kind of a thing. That's how it's been described to me. I've watched a lot of videos about it. Some people say it hurts, some people say it doesn't. We really don't know what to expect since we've never done it before. So this is all new for the both of us. If it doesn't happen this month for us, I think I might be done for a little while. And just trying all these fertility things and putting my body through all of this, and just the emotional toll that it's taken. It's just, I'm lost. I'm emotionally drained. I'm exhausted. I don't want to put my body through this anymore. If I'm meant to have a child, then maybe, it'll just happen when it's supposed to happen, and I just don't understand a lot of this and why I'm doing this, and it's all excessive and not necessarily unnecessary, but it almost is, because it's something that I want. I don't need it. It's not like medically necessary for me to do all this, so we're just hoping and praying that this will work and we'll get a positive pregnancy test in 2 weeks. And then from there, we will hope and pray that everything stays successful and the baby is healthy. So that's what we're hoping for now. Trying to keep a positive attitude has probably been the toughest thing, because now in my head, all I'm thinking about is, well, if I do get pregnant, I'll probably just miscarry anyways, so why am I doing this to myself? That was so painful when it happened. Why am I doing this again? So that's kind of why I wanted to videotape this as well, so I can look back at this and think, when we do have our son or daughter one day, look back and see the struggle and the pain and the hurt that all this has really caused us. It's been a tough road, but we have lots of love and support, and I'm really thankful for all of that. So we'll see. Hopefully I'll be able to give a better, more positive report next time. I'll try to give one about the IUI procedure in a couple days, and I guess we'll just kind of go from there. Thanks for watching.